Okay, we're going to begin to see the answers to AL 1.1C. Try not to just check your answers. Also, try to understand what we're doing because we will need this in the days in future modules. Let's begin. We have to write down. We have to convert this. The length of 2 pencils, 4 matchsticks, a toothpick, and 3 kali mirch into an equation or an expression. I began by drawing it. Okay, I forgot to, so that's 2 pencils, pencil 1, pencil 2, 2 pencils, 4 matchsticks, 1, 2, 3, 4 matchsticks, toothpick I forgot to put, so I've put it on top, and 3 kali mirch. Yeah, so I get 2p plus 4m plus t plus 3k. Now, I am not saying this is equal to anything. This is lambai ka, this is what we call an expression. So this is an expression of this length. Okay, it is not an equation, it is an expression. Let's look at the second one. A pencil is equal to 7 sharpeners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let S be the length of a sharpener. This is called declaring a variable. We will come to this later. Let S. We have said what is S? The length of a sharpener. S is not a sharpener. S is the length of a sharpener. So what have we said? P, the length of a pencil, equals the length of 7 sharpeners. Okay. This is the second one. Is this an equation or an expression? As you can see, we're saying P equals this. So it is now an equation. Okay. Next one. A pencil is longer than 4 erasers. Let the length of an eraser be E by the length of a matchstick. A pencil is longer. You can see it is longer than the length of 4 erasers by the length of a matchstick. Now, that means that the pencil, if you compare it to 4 erasers, the 4 erasers will be shorter. Shorter by how much? By the length of a matchstick. So let's see. So there are two ways of looking at it. या तो पेंसिल को हम इतना एक मैचस्टिक जितना काट देंगे, या तो हम पेंसिल को एक मैचस्टिक जितना काट सकते हैं. That means we subtract the length of a matchstick from a length of a pencil, or we can add it by, we can say the length of 4 erasers plus the length of a matchstick. So we get two possible situations. Either we can say that it is the length of a pencil equals the length of 4 sharpeners plus a matchstick. That's here. The length of 4 sharpeners plus a matchstick. Or we can say pencil minus the length of a matchstick. Take the length of a pencil and minus the length of a matchstick. That is equal to 4 sharpeners. So you can see there are two ways of doing this. We can say the length of a pencil is equal to the length of 4 sharpeners plus the length of a matchstick. Or we can say that the length of a pencil minus the length of a matchstick is equal to the length of 4 sharpeners. Both of these, as you can see, are equations, since we are saying that these are equal. Let's look at the next one. This is something new for you. Half a pencil length. So if we take, this is our pencil length P, as we know it to be. So what is half? Will be P upon 2. If we simply use fractions, that will be P upon 2. The other half will be P upon 2. The other way of looking at it is half of, this multiplication sign is called of P. Half of P. So when we multiply this, if you remember how to multiply fractions, we will simply multiply 1 multiplied by P. And 1 multiplied by P is nothing but P. So what is this? What is this length? Half a pencil length is P upon 2. And this is an expression. So of course, once you know this, 1/5 of a toothpick was next. So 1/5 of a toothpick, so that's 1/5 of T, or T upon 5. So our answer is T upon 5, and this is an expression for that length. Let's look at a slightly trickier one. So the next one is length of half a pencil, half a toothpick, 1.5 matchsticks, and 4 kali mirch. Half a pencil, half a toothpick, 1.5 of matchstick plus 4 times the length of a kali mirch. So how do we work with this? P upon 2 we know as P upon 2 plus T upon 2, that's fine. We converted this mixed fraction into an improper fraction, 3 upon 2 of M and plus for kali mirch. So we will get P upon 2 plus T upon 2. How do we do this? 3 times M is what? 3M. So P upon 2 plus T upon 2 plus 3M upon 2 plus 4K. Now, since all three of them have the denominator 2, if you remember how we handled fractions, we can put them all on the denominator 2. So we'll get P plus T plus 3M all divided by 2 plus 4 kali mirch. We cannot add these unless we make their denominators common. If you want, you can do that as well. Let's come to the next question. We say how many matchsticks need to be lined up to make 100 centimeters? How many matchsticks? So let's look at this. So that's 100 centimeters, and here we're lining up matchsticks, and the question is how many? If you remember the sum that we had done earlier on the perimeter of a house and the number of bulbs, this is similar. How many M's can we take out of 100? 100 में से M की लंबाई कितनी बार निकाली जा सकती है? That is 100 divided by M. And 100 divided by M can simply be written as 100 upon M. 100 divided by M. Yeah, I'll just write it here for you. So 100 divided by M. Yeah, this is the same as 100 upon M. This is an expression for how many, this is an expression for how many matches. And same way we saw how many toothpicks in 50 centimeters. So 50 divided by T. This is also an expression. The last, which is perhaps the toughest of them all, how many kali mirch need to be lined up to equal one pencil? So the length of a pencil is P. और P में से ये K की लंबाई कितनी बार निकाला जा सकता है? That is P की लंबाई divided by K, which is the width of one kali mirch. So all of these, if you see, are expressions.